Hi, David. Good evening. We are going to start in 2 minutes, please. We're going to wait for your classmates, right?
Okay, teacher.
Thank you. Okay, so then we waited for your classmate, right? Okay, we're going to start. How was your day, David? Was everything good?
Yes, I think I was a little bit tired, but
Yes, because you work, right?
yes, I was sleeping until 5 minutes.
Okay, that's responsible for your part, right? Yes, my day was busy too. I'm so tired actually. Then I have to go to the university, so there's a lot of things, right? So we're going to start. I don't know if you enter. I sent to the group a code, right, for classroom. I don't
Yes,
know if you join it.
I just joined the class at classroom, and I see that we have a homework to do until
Yes.
tomorrow pass.
Yes, until what day was it?
I think Sunday.
Yes, until Sunday at I guess almost at midnight, right?
Yeah.
So yes, it is. I'm going to explain, right? Maybe almost at the end of the class because in order not to repeat, right? So we're going to wait, but we have to continue. So let me know. I don't know which lesson do I have to teach first because I have too much for today. Maybe this one, okay? I'm going to share my screen and please let me know if you can see. Yes, we're going to start right there. Where is it? Okay. Let me know if you can see my screen, please.
Yes.
Okay, so we are going to start, right? Today we're going to see the parts of speech, right? When we're going to write some essays, right? Like the homework that we have for until Sunday, okay? There are so many things that we have to consider, right? At the moment that we are writing. So, of course, I had already talked about nouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs, pronouns, conjunctions, preposition, the interjections, and articles, right? So I was supposed to maybe, I don't know if wrote and type in, who is the other guy? I don't remember the name. But sorry?
I think it was Jose. He was Jose.
Yes, Jose Dorado, yes. So then he has to enter to the class though, but maybe to practice. But maybe we're going to practice that almost at the end, because only you can't, right? So we're going to consider these things, right? The part of the speech, right? Maybe, do you know, is there something about this part of the speech that you don't know? Or maybe you don't remember?
Maybe articles.
Okay, the articles are, for example, and those are our articles, right? Do you remember now?
Yes. Sorry. Yes.
Okay, don't worry. Sometimes we forget about those things that are basic actually, right? Okay, so we saw this on the Wednesday, okay, about simple sentences, compound sentences, and complex sentences, right? Do you remember?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, can you read, please?
Okay. Simple sentences. Pairs, subjects, and verbs. Compound sentences. Two simple sentences joined by a conjunction. Complex sentences. Combine independent and dependent clauses which may be adverbial, adjective, or noun clauses.
Okay, so maybe sometimes it happens that people or students confuse between the adverbial and adjective. What else? Everything like is in the speech, right? But we're going to practice this today. Okay, so we're going to see this one because this is about the homework, right? We have parallelism, okay? Sorry, parallelism. We are going to use this to present ideas with the same weight in a sentence or phrase, right? For example, if we're going to present our idea, right? We have to join in two sentences with a conjunction, right? I'm going to show you an example then about this is of a book, right? Then we're going to introduce items in a list with the same part of the speech and the same case and tense, okay? It helps you writing to follow and provide impact. This is only like an introduction, right? So then I'm going to share you my screen again, but I'm going to show you from the book. Where is my book? Oh my goodness. I guess it's this one. Okay, I'm going to share my screen again. This is from person 2, right? But this is an old edition, right? The name of this book is Summit 1. right? We have top notch 1, 2, 3. Then we have summing 1, 2. But I love this book because it teaches a lot on how to write an essay, right? And there is a lot of vocabulary. Okay, how do we have to present our ideas, right? So then I found this book on Amazon because I couldn't find it for free. I found this one, the other book, right? But then because there are two ones, Summit 1 and Summit 2. Okay, so where is it? I'm looking for that. No. Okay, I'm going to look for it. I don't find the page who talks about the slides. Okay. Yes, I guess it's in this one. Yes, here it is. Okay. As we saw in our slides, right? The title for this one is parallelism, right? The parallel structure, right? You are going to use this to make your, sorry, what happened? To make your essay, right? Okay, so I'm going to explain a little bit. This is very easy actually. Okay, so in a parallel series, be sure to use parallel structure. All the word, phrases, or clauses should be in the same form, okay? When we're going to write, David, and for example, an essay, we have to use, everything has to be in the same form, right? We can change the order, we can change the word or phrases, the time of the verb, right? This is very important. When we change this, of course, it's not going to be understanding by our reader, right? So here we have the incorrect way and here we have our correct way. This is very easy, right? For example, we have he's a composer, singer, and violinist, okay? So can you notice something different in this sentence?
Yes, there is no article in the incorrect one.
Yes, in the middle, right? Or where in this part just said singer. There's no
Yes.
article, right? So this changed the form, okay? And this is incorrect. There is too much mistakes about it. And when we're going to, when I, for example, checked for the answers or reviews, our essays, right? There's so much mistakes about this, right? Because it's not in the same form. So this is a correct form, right? He's a composer, right? I have my article. A singer, I have my article too. And a violinist, I have my article too. But what about if I don't want to use in all my sentences or my descriptions, I have to use only in the first one, right? It will be something like he's a composer, singer, and violinist. Can you see the difference? Even when you're talking, there's some different, right? Or what do you think?
Yes, I think it's shorter to say just to use an article to describe the three jobs, I think.
Yes, yes, of course. The three occupations, right? So it's better if we say in that way. It's incorrect, for example, to use at the beginning, we're going to use an article, then the second one, no article, and the third one, there's no article, right? I'm sorry, yes, there is, right? But it should be in the same form, right? That's the point of. So then you have to check when at the moment when you're writing your your essay, you have to see for that, right? Then we have I like dancing, painting, and to sing. Okay, it sounds very, very wrong. It sounds bad, okay? Because first I have my gerund, right? Can you please explain me why this is a gerund?
Because of the ing.
Yes, very good. That's our gerund. Then we have I like dancing, painting, and to sing. Okay, this is the mistake. It's not in the same form. This is in an infinitive way. Okay, or to. It will be better if we say I like dancing, painting, and singing, or I like to dance, to paint, and to sing, or I like to dance, paint, and sing. I guess this sounds better, right? So if we are going to use one gerund, then the rest of our examples or of our verbs needs to be in gerunds too, right? Then the second one, if one is going to be with infinitive form, the other one needs to be an infinitive form too, right? And what about the third one? I like to dance, paint, and sing. We have to use only two, an infinitive way for the three, right? I don't know if you got that part.
Yes, I got it.
Okay, then we have this one. Can you read, please?
The picture was framed, examined, and they sold it.
Okay, so as you can see, this is the passive voice, right? We have the passive too, and we have the active voice, right? And this is a mistake. As I told you, when we are making our essay, the structure needs to be in the same form, right? We can't change. It will be something like the picture was framed, examined, and sold, okay? Only use the passive voice, right? It's okay if we use the active voice, but it's better if we use the passive, right? It's more formal, right? So then the last one, can you read, please?
I like people who have the same interests as I do, make me laugh, or who like outdoor sports.
Okay, thank you. So we're going to make a separation, right? The first one, the first sentence, it's a clause, right? Then we have our verb phrase, and then we have our clause, right? That's a mistake because it changed the form, right? The correct form would be, I like people who have the same interest as I do. This is okay. Our clause is complete. Then we have to use the same verb phrase. In this case is who make me laugh, or who like outdoor sports, okay? In the same way. Or I like people who have the same interests as I do, make me laugh, like outdoors sport, okay? We are not using a verb phrase, right? So I'm sorry, we're not using the complete clause, right? So do you get it?
Yes, teacher, I got it.
Okay, so here we have an exercise, right? We have to correct the forms, right? So maybe can you do it, please? I was thinking if we can copy this on Google Documents, but I don't know if you can write on the screen.
in your screen, teacher?
Yes, can you? Are you able to? Because I guess you only can draw, but I'm not sure.
I think yes. You can see what I'm writing now.
No.
I think. Where is... No, I think I can write on your
Yes, I
screen.
can. Yes. Oh, yes, yes. Now you can. You can. You can. So you're right. Okay. So we're going to correct this exercise, right? You have to say. You have to, for example. Okay. Then you are going to do it, right? Please, can you read? We're going to do sentence by sentence, please, until this part, until the period.
Okay, I have always been a relaxed, passionate, and being a moody person. I love
Yes.
traveling to meet new people and learning about new places. I have been to many interesting places. For example, I have been on top of Mount Kilimanjaro. I have gone ice fishing with Eskimos in Alaska. And I rode on a camel in Morocco. There were some of
Yes. There's a continue of our text, but is I
below
guess
us.
it's the other page. Yes. So then we're going to stop until this, right? Until this part. So
Okay.
please tell me. I'm going to draw, and you're going to tell me, teacher, please mark this one. I'm going to delete the part, and you're going to write the correct form.
Okay.
Let's do it.
I think at the first part, I have always been a relaxed, passionate, and I think it could be erased and being a moody person. Relaxed, passionate. Sorry.
Okay.
We can and should stay. Just erase being.
Okay. So.
Sorry.
Okay. No, don't worry. It's okay. Okay. So only bien.
And being should be deleted. Just being. And a
Okay.
mood person, being a relaxed, passionate, and a mood. Maybe also to erase a moody person. So we erase a. So it could be
Yes.
better.
Yes. Actually, that's the best option, right? Because we are repeating our participle verb being 2 times, right? And the same happens with our letter, okay, with our article, actually, our article, okay? So it's okay, very good. It's okay if we use only one article for the rest of our words, right? Of our complement, right? So let's continue.
Okay, I love traveling to meet new people and learning about new places. And maybe replacing to meet uh, instead meeting new people.
Okay, we have to delete this one, and we have to add an ing, right? That's the what you think? Meeting
Yes.
new people, learning. Yes, it's okay. It's okay because we don't need the infinitive way, right? Okay, very good. Let's continue. I have been.
Sorry. I have been to many interesting places. For example, maybe I think the two is incorrect, but I'm not sure. I have been to many, or I'm wrong. I'm not
Yes,
sure.
this is, yes. We don't need this infinitive, right? It's okay if we say, I have been in many places. I have been many interesting places. Okay, it's okay. This is, we don't need the infinitive, right? In this case, explain us, right? I have been many interesting places. For example, I have been on top of Mount. Okay, so I guess this finish until this part. So then you have to analyze make until this part. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, until this part, right? So let me know what other change would you do?
Okay, I have been many interesting places. For example, I've been on top of mountain. Mm,
Okay, so then this first one, it's okay, right? Interesting
yes.
place, right? For example, it's okay too. I have been on top of Mount Kilimanjaro. It's okay until this part. I have gone ice fishing with Eskimos in Alaska. This is okay too. You know where is the mistake in this part?
Maybe I have wrote.
Yes, actually, yes. That's the mistake, right? That's the correction. I have rode on a camel in Morocco, right? Because as you can see, they changed the form. So it needs to be the same form, right? So do you want to make any change maybe?
Mm, I wasn't pretty sure about. I have been many interesting places. It would be the same if I say I have been in many interesting places, or
Yes,
is
it's the same.
not.
You know, sometimes it's está como de más, pero está bien. Puede ser, de hecho, podríamos poner in our preposition in, and it will be okay. I have been in many interesting places, right? For
Oh,
example, I have been on top. I have gone ice fishing with Eskimos. Okay,
okay, okay. That was
do you
my
got it?
time. Yes, I got it, teacher.
Okay, what do you think? Was it easy for you?
Sorry.
Was it easy for you?
I a little, I think, but I'm not sure. I don't
What is
know.
your question, maybe?
Mm, no, I don't have questions. It's clear, I think.
Okay, so let's continue. I'm going to clear my throat. If you have any question, please let me know, right?
Okay.
Then yes, we have another one. Okay, which one should we? Okay, we're going to see now our transitional words and phrases. But before to continue, I'm sorry. Before to do it that, I'm going to share. I'm going to show you. Sorry, a model, right? Where is it? It was at the beginning of our, yes, this one. Okay, so this is our structure, right? Paragraph structure review. Can you read, please, the first paragraph of this one? our instruction.
Okay. A paragraph consists of sentences about one topic. The most important sentence in a paragraph is the topic sentence. It is usually the first sentence and it introduces the topic of a paragraph. For example, workaholics lead unbalanced lives.
Okay, very good. Do you know what is a workaholic?
I think a person who is addicted to a job.
Yeah, yes, it's the same like an alcoholic person, right? Okay. Actually, yes. So I'm going to explain you a little bit about this, right? When we're going to write when we're going to make our first paragraph, right? The point of this paragraph needs to be the topic sentence. Okay, why do I mean with this? For example, you have to catch the attention of your reader, right? So in this case, to catch the attention of, we have to analyze, right? Which is the best way to do it, right? We have to choose a specific word to catch the attention, right? In order to this reader feel comfortable and they say that you are going to do, for example, right? Entonces tenemos que captar la atención de nuestro lector. En castellano no existe un topic sentence, es como una unidad principal, podría ser mejor resumido, unidad principal del párrafo, ¿ok? And it is about the most important of the whole essay, right? So in this case, workaholics lead unbalanced lives, right? So with this sentence, maybe the writer is catching your attention, right? So then we have to choose the specific words, right, in order to catch the attention. Then we are going to go to the second part of the lecture, right? Can you read, please, the second paragraph?
Okay. In academic writing, all the supporting sentences that follow a topic sentence, detail examples, and other facts must be related to the topic presented in the topic sentence.
Very good. Okay, so then we need supporting sentences, right? What is going to support the sentences? The first topic sentence, right? And in this second paragraph, right? Or well, this is like an introduction, right? But in the second one, we need to support the idea that you gave before, right? For example, if I say workaholics lead unbalanced lives, they spend all their energy on work. They rarely take time to relax and let their minds rest. I know because my father was a workaholic and he worked every day of the week. We hardly ever saw him, even when he was not at work. We knew he was thinking about work. He seemed never to think of anything else, okay? What are we going to support? Again, the topic sentence, right? With what kind of sentences, right? Maybe giving details, right? For example, where is it? Okay, in this case, I know because my father was a workaholic and he worked every day of the week. What is providing us? The details, right? The examples, right? And this part must be related to the topic presented in the topic sentence, right? This is like a support. We have to support our ideas, our first principal idea, right? And then, can you read please the last one?
Okay. The last sentence of the paragraph is often a concluding sentence. A concluding sentence restates the topic, sentence, or summarizes the paragraph. A concluding sentence often includes phrases such as in conclusion or in summary.
Thank you. So at the end of our writing model, of our essay, we have to give the conclusion, right? In this last paragraph, we're going to make a summary about everything, okay? In short words, it is not necessary to make a big paragraph, right? As I told you, it's a summary. In a summary, it's always too short, right? So then, for example, in summary, or it could be in conclusion, right? Not knowing how to escape from work makes it difficult for a workaholic to find balance in his or her life. Okay, so again, the first part, we're going to choose a topic sentence. Who is going to this sentence? The purpose of this sentence, it needs to catch the attention of our reader, right? We don't need a big paragraph about this, right? It's only a sentence, a short sentence if you want, but it needs to be a sentence, right? It's, for example, a big mistake is not to have a topic sentence, right? We're going to practice them, but okay. So then we have to, in the second one, we have to support our first idea, right? We have to support this, given details, examples, or another fact, right? And finally, in conclusion, right? In our conclusion, we have to make a summary, right? About everything, but it is not necessary to make a big paragraph, right? Because it's a summary, it needs to be short, right? Not too short, but yes, it depends about the text. What is the text about, right? So do you have any question maybe? Is there something that you couldn't understand? What is your opinion?
Teacher, is possible to maybe make two or more of two paragraphs with supporting sentences, or is enough to use just one paragraph or with supporting sentences?
Okay. Our essays are going to there's a lot, right? We have expositives, we have more argumentatives, okay, and it depends about what kind of essays we're going to make. But the most simple, I guess, is the argumentative one. In this argumentative, we're going to we're going to make an argumentation about something, right? So if you want, you can make maybe in another paragraph, give a second idea, right? And then you have to make support your second idea, right? Cuando vayamos a escribir un ensayo, tenemos diferentes ensayos, hay un montón, ¿ok? El más usado creo que es el argumentativo y el expositivo. En estos va a variar, tenemos lo que es la unidad principal, que sería, o la idea principal de lo que se va a desarrollar todo esto. Ahora, si es que quieres hacer en otro párrafo, sí se puede, puedes extenderlo hasta cuando sea posible, hasta lo que tú quieras, pero un ensayo no tiene que ser tan largo, porque justamente en este ensayo estamos dando como estamos argumentando algo, entonces el punto de acá es captar la atención de quien está leyendo, ¿no? No es aburrir. Entonces, hacer tal vez más de 3 párrafos giving supporting ideas, or, well, giving supporting sentences is too much. and the reader is going to be bored then, right? So that's not the point. But if you want, of course, you can do maybe 2 or 3 paragraphs, and it's okay, right? But remember, the point of our essay is not to, it's to catch the attention, right? It's not to maybe, what about if we have a big essay? The reader is going to be bored, right? So then you have to take care of that. Is it clear?
Yes, teacher. Thank you.
Tengo algunos ensayos, pero están en castellano, pero te voy a mostrar más o menos para que tengas una idea. ¿Ok? So,
Yes, please, because
give me a second. I'm going to look because, you know, in the other semester at my university, just I obtained one of the best grades making essays, right? So, where's it? I'm going to show you. There's a lot of types, different essays, right? But I guess, yes, the argumentative and the persuasive essay is the most useful, right? Give me a second, please. I'm going to look for it. I have maybe 10 Gmail's accounts, right? So I have to look for it. Give me a second. Okay, I guess it's in this one. Okay. Yes, it's this one. Ok, ahora sí, te voy a compartir la pantalla. Este es un ensayo que hice acerca de la eutanasia, ¿ok? Entonces, como primer paso, este es un ensayo argumentativo, ¿ok? Entonces, hay diferentes características que nos van a ayudar a seguir los pasos para, por ejemplo, si quiero hacer un ensayo argumentativo, tengo que seguir sus características, expositivo y así, ¿ok? Entonces, como primera parte, estoy dando una corta introducción acerca de lo que es la eutanasia, ¿ok? Es como una definición corta, ¿ok? Acá no está mi idea principal. Mi idea principal está acá, ¿ok? Entonces, yo escojo una idea principal, ¿ok? O mi unidad principal, que vendría siendo en nuestra diapositiva. ¿Dónde está? En nuestra... In this case would be our topic sentence, right? Maybe would be, okay, in which part? This one, okay? Esta sería mi idea principal. A partir de esta idea principal, voy a ir desarrollando o dándole soporte, ¿ok? A mi idea principal, ¿ok? In this case would be our supporting sentences, right? So in this case, I'm giving details and explaining the reason of why did I choose maybe being agree with this lesson, with this topic. And finally, I have my conclusion. As you can see, I'm using transitional words, right? Estoy utilizando palabras transitorias y en mi conclusión es súper corto, ¿ok? Entonces, como puedes ver, yo acá lo he alargado. Esta es una definición como que no cuenta, ¿ok? Para hacerle saber al lector de qué voy a hablar. En segunda instancia, en segundo párrafo, tengo lo que es mi idea principal. Tengo que estoy apoyando a mi idea principal y tengo mi conclusión, ¿ok? No hice más de 3 párrafos acá, ¿ok? Eso sería la estructura. I don't know if you understand or maybe you need another example.
I understand, teacher. In fact, in your essay, there was several supporting paragraph. I could call you in that way. Call it in that way. Sorry.
Yes, let me see this one. Yes, okay. As you can see, this is a, oh no, this is not short, but for the homework, I only asked for 3 paragraphs, right? So then this is a short introduction about what I'm going to talk about. And the second one, okay, is my my principal sentence, right? My this one, my topic sentence, right? Then I'm supporting my first idea, right? In 3 paragraphs. If you want, you can do it in 2, right? It depends on you. And finally, I have my summary. As you can see, everything. Oh, yes, this is about euthanasia. Okay, and finally, I have my conclusion, right? That's everything. The majority of the structures of our essays is the same, right? It's not going to vary. The only thing that changed is that in this case, I'm using a definition about this lesson or this topic, right? So where is my, okay, in this case, this is a very, very simple essay, right? So I'm only asking for a simple essay, right? I'm not asking for a argumentative, persuasive, expositive essay. Okay, so this is very simple. Maybe you can search about, yes, but your classmate didn't connect. Okay, so I'm going to explain you how it's going to be the homework, right? Okay, maybe we're going to do it right now. Give me a second, please. I'm going to, yes, here it is. I'm going to share my screen. Where is the homework? Okay. Okay, here is the grades. Okay, I'm going to look for the punctuation, right? The spelling part. Okay, you can't if you of course you may have, I don't know, maybe 2 mistakes, right? Because like is I don't know, you have an, I'm going to show you an application for this one to avoid spelling mistakes, right? And then I'm going to look for the structure, right? This is what I show you. This is the structure, right? And it consists about the first topic sentence, okay? The lesson that you are going to talk about, the most important, the principal idea of your text, of your essay. Then I'm going to ask for the second one, right? Like this is a simple model, then you can make more about this one, okay? So it will be the principal idea, okay? This one, and then you are going to I don't know, make a definition about this one, okay? A short definition. And then you're going to pass away to the second paragraph, okay? In your second paragraph should be this one, okay? Sentences where you are supporting the first idea, the first principal idea. And finally, we have our summary, right? In our summary, it needs to be short, right? Because it's a summary. And that's all. Then I'm going to show you again in our homework. Where is it? Okay. Okay. The instruction says the essay must consist of at least 3 paragraphs. Okay, no more than 3, right? Because we are starting making paragraph, so I only need 3 ones, right? New vocabulary. Okay, I put it download it because I sent a new vocabulary, right? You have to download it. I guess it's in this part. Give me a second. Okay. Okay, I don't know where I put it. Ah, yes, it was in this one. Okay, so I put some vocabulary, right? The lesson, the topic, right, is about the environment, right? Then I put some verbs, right? Some useful verbs, okay? You can choose everything in this part, okay? There's a lot of vocabulary, right? And there was one thing that I'm forgetting, but I don't know what was it. Then there is the material. Oh, yes. Yes, it's this one. Okay, so this is it was supposed to be more like, but I don't know what happened. No. Okay, I'm going to modify this, right? Voy a modificar esta parte. Tienen que hacer un ensayo acerca de lo que es the environment, right? Puse nuevo vocabulario, ok. Entonces lo que tú vas a hacer en tu trabajo sería 3 párrafos, ok? We're going to use 3 paragraphs, only 3, right? Please, only 3, no more than 3, neither less than 3, right? So the first one is going to be the principal idea. Okay, of course, the title, right? And the title needs to be with capital. We have to start with capital letter, right? Then the environment. Okay. We are going to take 2 or 3 spaces, right? And we have to start, I don't know, our principal idea. Oh, we have to start with capital letter 2. Okay. Then we are going to use a comma or period if it's necessary, right? We are going to write our complement or definition. Okay, and this would take maybe 1 paragraph. Okay, again, the principal idea. Okay, then we're going to use, okay, maybe you're going to write everything about the first paragraph. You're going to end by a period. We're going to go to the second one, the second paragraph. In this paragraph, you're going to support the principal idea, right? You're going to write examples. It will be something like details, whatever fact that you consider that is going to be okay or is going to support the principal idea, right? This is going to take you another paragraph, right? Our period. We're going to pass our last paragraph. We are going to use in conclusion, finally, in summarize. Okay. Okay. So then you're going to make a short paragraph about this. Then you have to end by a period, and that's all. Okay. Do you have any question?
Just a question about the vocabulary.
Yes.
It's mandatory to use all the words?
No, of course not. No, because there's too much. There's a lot of vocabulary, right? So I'm not asking to use everything, right? Only if you maybe are going to consider, okay, this is the ecology, I'm going to use recycled paper, I'm going to use this one, I don't know, the environmental degradation. There's a lot of things about the environment, right? So then you can choose, okay, that's going to be your homework. Then you have to look for the best one, who is more I don't know, incredible for you, right? Then maybe you are going to use, I don't know, 5, or depends on you, that you consider okay, right? And then useful verbs just in case that you are going to need, right? Because we have a specific vocabulary to talk about the environmental way, right? So yes, if you want to choose only 3, only 4, 5, 10, it depends on you, right?
Okay, teacher.
Do you have another question?
I think no, it's clear.
Okay, so I'm going to show you now some transitional words and phrases, right? You can choose whatever transitional word, right? This is on Classroom. I guess I'm not sure, but if it's not, I'm going to put it right on Classroom. So let's see. Okay, this is very easy. Oh my goodness. Okay, so to consider your body paragraph, do you use any of these phrases? Okay, when we're going to introduce, maybe we're going to use a consequence, right? Like first happened this, and second happened that thing, third, lastly, or to begin, to conclude, right? Or maybe you can use my first, second, third reason. One reason is, okay, we're going to use this one to express a new consequence, right? In an order, right? Vamos a utilizar entonces estas palabras para hablar de consecuencias, ¿ok? Primero pasó esto, segundo esto, tercero esto, por último, o para empezar con, ¿ok? Do you got it?
Yes, I got it, teacher.
Okay, so can you try please? Oh no, at the end of almost at the end of the class, we're going to practice, right? We're going to use everything. Okay, then let's pump up our writing. These common transitional phrases do not add strength to our writing. They make our writing sounds like we are listening of our ideas rather than explaining them. So it means that we need to make as formal as possible, right? Good writers consider how to the reader will progress through our writing by considering starting transitional words and phrases. Okay, as I told you, and it say always needs to be formal, always, always, always. So that's the way. That's the reason of we are using transitional phrases, right? To sound more formal. Then, can you read, please?
Okay. Transitional words and phrases are included in the work of successful writers to help reach and connect paragraph supporting ideas. And transitional words help your reader to follow your writing ideas.
Okay, thank you. So we're going to use our transitional words to connect or to help bridge, okay? For example, when we have two sentences, two ideas, two clauses, we need to connect those ideas, right? So then our transitional words enter in that part, and they're going to help us to make a good structure, to make a good coherence about our essay, right? About our ideas, right? Then, where can I place transitional words and phrases in my writing? Can you read, please?
Transitional words and phrases may be placed at the beginning of paragraphs to help transition from paragraph to paragraph, inside paragraph to help transition from one supporting detail to another, inside paragraph to help elaborate upon supporting details.
Okay, thank you. So there you can put your transitional words when necessary, finally, right? In other words, when you need, you use a transitional word. Oh, sorry. For example, we're going to use at the beginning of the paragraph, right? To help transition from paragraph to paragraph, right? Cuando vamos a empezar un párrafo, necesitamos transitional words, right? Para darle coherencia y formalidad a nuestro párrafo, ¿ok? Como los que habíamos visto. Okay, I can pass the page. Oh, okay. Acá, por ejemplo, puedo empezar con first, puedo continuar en mi segundo párrafo con second, con third, okay? At the beginning of the paragraph, right? Of always, right? Always, always, always. When we're going to use our transitional word, right? If I'm going to use first, I need to add a comma, right? And then it's going to be my text, right? Whatever, for example, in conclusion, on summary, comma. Then I continue with my text, right? The second part says, inside paragraph to help transition from one supporting detail to another, okay? For example, if I have two ideas, right? Plus one, okay? I use a semicolon, a second, comma, and my clause, my second clause, right? Okay. Oh, this is a mistake. I'm sorry. Well, we're going to put this into, okay. Clause one, I have to use semicolon. Okay, I have to use my transitional word. Okay, in this case is second. Okay, I'm going to transitional word. And then my clause two, right? Finally, don't forget to use the semicolon, okay? For example, we're using, we're supporting one idea, our transitional word, and my second idea, right? Then I use semicolon to make a separation, right? My transitional word, my comma, my second clause, right? And then my period, right? Cuando se va a concluir con una idea, se utiliza el punto, ¿ok? Por lo general. Por ejemplo, ya he terminado de dar mi primera o segunda idea, o ya he terminado de hacer el primer párrafo, utilizo un punto, ¿ok? Siempre que vayamos a terminar una idea, ¿ok? Que mi idea esté completa. Do you get it?
Yes, teacher. But I would like to see maybe an example of a transitional word used with.
Okay, I'm going to show you. I have one more. Okay. First, we're going to finish to read this one because it's not too much. Then I'm going to show you another example, right? And then we have our third part. Can you read, please? Oh, no, yes, you already read. Inside paragraph to help to elaborate upon supporting the test is the same than the second one, okay? Be specific in the placement and application of your transitional words and phrases. Not every idea or sentence needs to begin with one of these terms. David, can you please give me 1 second?
Yes, teacher, don't worry.
Thank you. Thank you. Please give me a justo mi abuelita pidió taxi, entonces estaba diciendo que ya llegó. Ok, gracias por la espera. So we have to be specific, okay, in the placement and application, okay? For example, if we are going to use a transitional phrase, we have to be specific and we have to be careful in what part are we putting our transitional phrase, right? A esto me refiero a que no todas las ideas que vayamos a tener necesitan un transitional word. Esto más que todo es lógica, ¿ok? No es como que haya una fórmula, porque es un essay, entonces no hay fórmula. Simplemente lo que sí debemos de tener cuidado es de no poner en todo lado, ¿no? Porque el texto en todo caso sería un desastre, utilizar a cada momento palabras de transición. Hay que tener mucho cuidado solo en casos que se vayan a necesitar. Como te decía, esto es más que lógica, ¿ok? No es como que hay una estructura que te diga, si vas a utilizar, primero es el adverbio, luego viene tu frase de transición. No, es más que todo lógica. Lo vamos a ver en el ejemplo, porfa. And then transitional phrases and words are not one size fits all, ¿ok? Different transitional phrases and terms belong in specific areas. Let's see the example, right? Vamos a ver directo los ejemplos y ahí te voy explicando. Ahora sí, dame un momento, te voy a mostrar el texto. Where is it? Okay, I guess it's in this part. Okay. Ok, acá tenemos un ejemplo. Ok. Vamos a leer. Ok. Can you read, please, the first paragraph?
Starting from just the first paragraph. Okay. Are you burning?
Yes, we're going to start right there.
Okay, sorry. Are you burning the candle at both ends? Do you feel you have no time for yourself? Do you forget to call family or on birthdays or holidays? Have you stopped going out with friends because you are too busy? Do you have trouble relaxing and having fun?
Ok. Este es un tipo de texto, no es tanto un ensayo, pero sí se utiliza palabras como first, second, ok. Ahora, no tiene tampoco tiene conclusión porque no es tanto un ensayo, ok, pero a lo que me voy es a la estructura, ok. Entonces, in this first part, for example, until this part, right, is explained us, if it will be an essay, would be an argumentative essay, right? So the writer is trying to convince us about one idea, okay? So it's catching our attention. Can you see? Because there's some questions that the writing prepared for us, right? We can say that this is a principal idea, right? And then in the second paragraph is giving us a kind of supporting the first idea, supporting ideas, right? So let's read, please.
Okay. If you recognize yourself, you should remember to slow down and take more time for everything. Living a balanced life is about integrating the many vital areas of your life, including your health, friends, family, work, and romance.
Very good. Ok, entonces acá nos está dando ya como unas supporting ideas entre el primer y el tercer párrafo. Ok, so hasta esta parte se está haciendo un énfasis al uso de comas, está mencionando varios artículos. okay? If you recognize yourself, okay, no es un transitional word, but we have one transitional word, then we have another transitional word. Ah, yes, we have a conclusion, right? It's a kind of conclusion. As you can see, this is very short, right? The conclusion needs to be short, right? Because it finally is a summary, right? So can you read please the next part?
Okay. Uh, just the final part, teacher.
Sorry?
Just the
No.
final part.
Everything. This part, please, this
Ah,
paragraph.
oh, okay. I was confused. Here are some tips for restoring a healthy perspective. First, remember to make time for the important people in your life. Stop overscheduling and spend quality time with friends and family. Second, learn to eat, talk, walk, and drive more slowly. And don't forget to turn your cell phone off sometimes. People who really want to talk to you will call back. Third, learn to live in the present and stop worrying about the future. And finally, take it easy and begin enjoying the simple things in life. Stop to smell the roses.
Thank you. So as you can see, first we're using a period, okay? I want to make an emphasis in this part, David, please. If you want, okay, not if you want, but if you think that it's necessary, as I told you on Wednesday, the use of the semicolons is not too common, right? But of course, if you want to use a semicolon instead to the period, it's okay. There's no problem. In Spanish, it's most useful than in English, right? So then you have to take care of that. As you can see, when we are finished our first idea, okay. What about if I use a semicolon in this part? It's okay, right? But we don't have to use a capital letter, right? Here are some tips for restoring a healthy perspective. Semicolon, it's okay, or period, it's okay. Don't worry about that, right? I use my transitive phrase first. Okay, this is a transitive phrase in consequence, okay, porque nos está dando un tipo de secuencia. Why? Because I have first, second, and third, right? So first, remember to make time for the important people in your life, okay? Comma, stop over scheduling and spend quality time with friends and family, period, okay, period. I finished my idea. As you can see, this is a complete idea. I finished the idea, so then I have to use another transitional word. In this case, I'm using second, right? My comma, and then the complement, right? Comma, because why there's too many commas? Because I'm explaining some examples, right? I'm explaining one than, sorry, I'm using more than one verb, right? Eat, talk, walk, and drive more slowly, okay? So then I have to use a period. Why? Because I already finished my idea, right? And remember that it's a kind of transitional word. It will be but, also it's okay. Okay, depends of the idea, of course. And I have my complement. Don't forget to turn your cell phone off sometimes. People who, okay, until this part, I have another idea. People who really want to talk to you will call back. Okay, period. then I have my transitional word, my comma, then my complement, right? And finally, okay, we also can delete this and instead of that use a period, then finally with capital letter, okay? But here is a, like this is not a specific essay, right? So then we can put this one in another paragraph, right? That is the structure of the essay, right? The conclusion, or well, the summary needs to be in a paragraph apart than the other ones, right? I don't know if you catch the way that this work, or is there any question? Are you are not sure about this one? What do you think?
I understand that it helps us to maybe to connect or to present another sentence, maybe.
Yes.
And
En realidad sí, es para conectar nuevas ideas, para que no haya choque entre ideas. Se utiliza los transitive phrases or transitive words if you want to say it, right? So then, what other opinion do you have about this one?
yes, I understand that. But teacher, there is a sorry, is there a list of these words maybe to practice them or to use them, to know which word can I use as a transitional word?
Yes, we have. Where is it? I guess no, I didn't. Yes, this is the transition words. Okay, as I told you, we have a specific transitional words, right? If I'm going to add another idea, right, we have to use one of these. Okay, for example, this is called additive, right? We can use and, further, alternatively, or moreover, as well, either, in addition, neither, nor, in fact, actually, additionally. ¿Ok? Tenemos utilizar nuestras transition words en momentos específicos, ¿ya? De hecho, que así se tiene que utilizar. No es escoger cualquier palabra de transición y ponerlo para juntar dos ideas, ¿no? Entonces, the second one is adversative, right? This is gonna give you like two different ideas. For example, the first one is yes, and the second idea is not. Then we have to use our adversative transition word, right? We're going to make examples. What do you think? Maybe it's better for you. I don't know if you can enter to classroom, right? And in the first, here in the practice, you're going to click to make click on, and then you are going to write. So I'm going to see if you are right, if you have mistakes. Yes, you can, right? So I'm going to no, where is the, yes, here it is. Okay, so we're going to make a one sentence, one for each one, right? For each transition word, right? So then we have for a causal, okay? If you have an action, there's gonna be a consequence, something like that, right? Tenemos nuestro transition word de causa, ¿ok? Cualquier acción va a tener su consecuencia, ¿ok? So then we're going to use transition words like thus and so, accordingly, then, therefore, because, for this reason, as a result, consequently, in the event that, okay? Then we have our sequential, okay? You know, when we are going to mention, I don't know, a kind of story, okay? Then first happened this, secondly happened that, afterward happened that, as stated that, right? Next, so after this, is starting with, okay? Subsequently, to conclude, in short, initially, before, and finally, okay? Ahora, ¿hay alguna parte de acá que no entiendas? Antes de que practiquemos, tal vez.
Maybe, sorry, teacher, I can't edit the document.
No puedes escribir, no me digas.
Yes, teacher.
¿Te aparece como solicitar permiso?
Yes, I already sent
Ya, me enviaste, entonces me tendría que llegar a mi correo. Si me solicitaste permiso, a ver, déjame ver rápidamente, no tenemos mucho tiempo. Sí, ya. Ahora sí. Ya está.
and I can see the change you did on the document. I just see the document in blank.
¿Tampoco puedes escribir?
Not yet, teacher.
Oh, ¿puedes actualizarlo tal vez?
Yeah, I'm reloading.
Okay.
Yes, now I can.
Okay, so let's start making the first one, right? Over, I'm going to cut this one and I'm going to write. Okay, ahora sí, hagamos un ejemplo de cada uno, ¿te parece?
Okay, teacher.
Okay, so I'm going to ask, please choose 2 sentences. Ok, escoge 2 oraciones que sean en las que puedas utilizar adjective, an adjective, right? For example, my grandmother and me were thinking about going shopping. Ok, esa sería. En esta parte estoy utilizando and, ok. Así como estamos utilizando and, podemos utilizar as well, ok. Podemos utilizar either, podemos utilizar to, podemos utilizar todo que tenga que ver con additive transition word, ok. Can you do another one, please?
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe my dog is an dog.
Very good. Very good.
I'm not sure about my punctuation.
Yes, yes. Recuerda que justamente es el punto, el espacio, actually con mayúscula, la coma y continúas. Ok, entonces en este caso estamos uniendo 2 ideas. Ok, perfecto, está súper bien, perfect. So then let's continue with adversative. Okay, as you can see, we are using but, still, yet, while. Okay, you can replace whatever transition word as what you want. For example, if you want to use whereas, either way, ¿ok? Para que te puedas guiar, todos son lo mismo, ¿ok? Toditas son adversativas. Significa como un contraste más o menos. ¿Ok? Entonces tendrías que dar dos clauses. ¿Ok? Tendrías que poner dos clauses que sea como, I don't know, which example can I give you? Que sean de contraste. Can you try, please? I don't know if you got it.
Okay. The weather is.
Okay, don't forget capital letter.
Sorry.
Yes, okay. Capital letter again.
Sorry, yes.
It's okay, we're practicing.
Sorry, teacher, how can I say solera?
Sorry?
Solera, or
maybe the seal that you want to, like a t-shirt maybe?
T-shirt, yes.
Como la solera, ¿me dices? O sea, como la polera.
But without sin mangas. I don't know how to explain. La polera que no tiene mangas.
Okay. I'm going to write for you. Can I? Yeah, yes, I can. Sleeveless shirt. Okay.
Okay, yes.
Eso sería solera. Porque solera en sí no existe, pero sí le dicen polera sin mangas.
Okay. Thank you, teacher. I'm not sure if I'm right.
Okay. So, but he wears sleeve shirt. Okay, yes, it's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
Then
teacher?
we have, don't forget the period.
Yes. Sorry.
Yes.
Is mandatory always to use points, teacher? The period?
Okay. Si no quieres utilizar punto, por ejemplo, en este caso, mira, the weather is cold, but he wears a sleeveless shirt, ¿ok? Puedo eliminar y poner punto y coma. Elimino mi mayúscula como minúscula, but he wears a sleeveless shirt, ¿ok?
Yes, I think it's better because it...
en algunos casos, sí. In some cases, yes. For example, the first one, it's okay, right? But if you don't want to use, you can use a semicolon and it works the same way.
Okay, teacher.
Let's continue with with a causal, please.
Okay.
So then your first clause needs to be, I don't know, an action, and then there's a consequence, right?
Okay.
Podría ser, I don't know, for example, I'm going to write, I'm going to give you an example for this. No. The gym is closed because the day is Mother's Day.
Yes.
Okay.
Teacher,
ahora puedes poner, en lugar de poner, digamos, pondríamos punto y coma, o puedes utilizar just maybe, right?
Okay. It, sorry, teacher. I seen that in a case in the first sentence you write uh, my grandmother and me were thinking about going shopping, and was without period or
Oh,
semicolon.
yes.
So
Yes,
in
yes.
as
Es que no es muy larga mi primera oración, entonces no lo veo necesario.
okay.
¿Ok? Entonces, te había explicado esto el día miércoles, cuando la primera clause es muy corto, a veces no es necesario. No quiere decir que está prohibido, sin embargo, tampoco es que sea necesario, ¿ok? Pero es más que lógica en realidad. Entonces, cuando es corto, a veces es mejor no poner, ¿ok? Pero palabras como esta, my grandmother, ¿ok? So it's too short, ¿ok? Even there's no complete idea. No está completa
Mhm.
mi idea, ¿ok? Por eso no puse a semicolon ni a coma. Por ejemplo, the weather is cold. This is a complete idea. Es una idea completa. Tengo mi sujeto, tengo mi verbo y tengo mi complemento. Por ende, me correspondería separarla.
Okay.
Do you get it?
Yes, teacher. That was my question.
Okay. Then,
Mm,
can you please read the causal?
okay.
Capital letter, right? Yes. Ok, very good. Acá no es necesario poner, acá, por ejemplo, for the party, ok. Nos faltó el for. We have to prepare for the party. First, we need music, ok. Acá puedes poner, ¿qué crees que pueda ser mejor? Coma, ¿no? Porque la idea está completa.
mm,
Podría ser tal vez o semicolon. No,
Semicolon.
it's semicolon or comma if you want. Semicolon, we can use secondly, right? Comma, secondly. Do you have an idea about the clause?
We need balloons, maybe.
Balloons, okay. Right? So then if you want to add more ideas, we're going to use a semicolon if you want, if it's necessary, right? Only when, no, esto ya está incompleto. Podríamos poner algo más largo, ¿ok? Pero no está mal, ¿ok? Another idea. Oh.
We need a cake.
Yes, yes. We need music. Secondly, we need cake. Ok, ahora sí está completa mi idea. Utilizo semicolon y ahí puedo continuar con afterward. Ok. And then comma and my complementation. Ok. So, esto va a estar en Classroom. Si quieres volver a verlo, no se va a eliminar ni nada. Ya está todo el material en la plataforma. Ok. Si tienes alguna duda, if you have any question, please let me know. Ok. Tengo ahorita que dar clases otro curso. Entonces, ¿tienes alguna consulta tal vez?
Just one. In the part we wrote, we have to prepare for the party. Maybe why is necessary to add 4? It means we need to be prepared for the party, or we need to
Oh,
prepare the things for the party.
okay, we have to prepare for the party, okay? Well, we are talking about ourselves, right? Si elimino el for, tengo que preparar la fiesta, okay?
Yes, I think it was the idea. That was the idea to
To
prepare.
prepare the party?
Yeah, just to
Oh, okay.
make things ready to start the party.
Oh, okay, okay. I thought it was you were talking about us, for example.
Okay, and when we want to talk about ourselves for going the party, and then we add 4, and when we want to prepare or to organize the party, and then we just say prepare the party. Yes.
Yes, yes, that's the correction, right?
Okay.
The part of for makes everything. We need to change the sentence. Actually, you have to prepare for the party. Okay, nosotros nos preparamos para la fiesta. If I delete this, it will be only we have to prepare the party.
Okay, teacher. Thank you.
Okay, don't worry. Do you have another question, maybe?
Maybe what's the meaning of afterward? Or
Sorry?
afterward, the last word
Okay.
you write.
Afterward, it's the same like if we say because, okay? I don't know if you got it. Es lo mismo que decir because, solo que es más formal.
Okay. Okay, teacher.
After, no, I'm getting confused. It's not a causal, the sequential. Where is it? The third one, right? Afterward. Oh, yes. When we're going to mention a third part, it's like saying afterward, okay? It's like we say it's the same meaning than before. That's the meaning. Okay, I don't know if you got it.
Before.
For example, if I say afterwards we went, we were to my grandmother's house. Después fuimos. Solo que es más formal.
Okay, maybe to see next to it, we do something else.
Yes, yes, actually. Okay,
Okay.
do you have another question maybe?
No, teacher, that's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for your attention. So I'm going to launch the poll, please. You can fill it. And then see you on Monday. And don't forget to make your homework. If you have any question, please let me know by WhatsApp. Okay?
Okay, teacher. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you. Bye.